Hello, I'm Ross Madden, here to expose the deep state. When I say the deep state, people perk up, because even though they can't put their finger on exactly what the deep state is, they know that some people in Washington, D.C. can get away with anything, House of Cards style, and that's just not right. Hillary Clinton's many scandals follow her back decades. She's got Clinton Foundation fraud lawsuits dating back to 2001, State Department pay to play. She had people die in Benghazi under her watch while she and Obama failed to act. All along the way, the deep state covered up her crimes. That last sentence, in 2017 when the stakes are so high, is way too vague. Who covered up what crimes? If you want to change someone's mind, you have to show them that it was worth digging into and learning the facts that bring the story to life. Anyone can say it's a system of profit and control made up of rich people, businesses, and governments, but that just sounds too big and scary and doesn't really change the narrative in anyone's mind. If you want to be convincing, you have to paint the picture with the details of the investigation. That means really digging into the original source documents yourself and showing your friends. On this channel, I will show you how to quickly do your own detective work one story at a time. This story is of the secret Tarmac meeting between Bill Clinton and Attorney General Loretta Lynch. This story starts in the middle of a heated investigation into Hillary Clinton's off-site server, which she used to do State Department business in direct violation of a litany of laws. Federal Records Act, the Freedom of Information Act, the National Archives and Records Administration Regulations, NARA, and Title 18, Section 1924, all of which handle how government information needs to be stored and readily available for requests. She broke those laws intentionally, storing emails on an off-site unprotected server, specifically so her communications would not be made public. But the FBI caught her red-handed with a secret Gmail account, as Comey reluctantly testified.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received. Separate from those, about 2,000 additional emails were upclassified to make them confidential.
Hillary then perjured herself under oath when she claimed she did not send any classified material to anyone, a statement the former FBI director, James Comey, directly contradicted in his congressional testimony.
And she said, quote, "There was nothing marked classified on my emails, either sent or received," end quote.
Thousands of emails on that server were classified, confidential, or top secret. The DOJ investigation run by Attorney General Loretta Lynch was heating up, and Hillary Clinton was in the hot seat. All of this during her presidential campaign against President Trump. In the heat of the investigation, Bill Clinton invites Loretta Lynch onto her jet for a private chat, and she actually accepted, knowing full well that this was a massive red flag. If word ever got out that she had met with Bill Clinton and obstructed the investigation, she would be brought into the fold and implicate not just herself, but all of her employees involved, including the FBI security detail.
What in the world was she doing on a private jet at the Phoenix airport talking to Bill Clinton while she was supposed to be investigating his wife? This is somewhere on the continuum between unethical and illegal, and we need an investigation of Tarmac Gate.
That's the background. Here's what happened on the Phoenix tarmac. An ABC reporter witnessed FBI agents driving Attorney General Lynch to Clinton's private jet. The FBI agents got out of the car and told people no photos, no pictures, no cell phones, as Attorney General Lynch hustled into the plane.
The FBI there on the tarmac instructing everybody around, no photos, no pictures, no cell phones.
The FBI agents would be fully aware that this was a huge red flag. They know full well they put the entire FBI's integrity and reputation into question, top to bottom. This explains why FBI Director Comey didn't want Hillary's case prosecuted. Conveniently for the FBI, James Comey shut down the investigation, saying he didn't think Hillary intentionally mishandled the classified information, and the FBI didn't release her 33,000 deleted emails. The FBI had a lot to lose here. The DOJ had a lot to lose here. And Hillary Clinton had a lot to hide. Neither one can be objective in this case.
The Department of Justice has an obvious conflict investigating the immediate past Attorney General and FBI Director. Currently, Department of Justice officials may have been involved in the very immunity deals or the implementation of Lynch or Comey directives that would need to be investigated. Moreover, we need to know why the Obama administration gave immunity deals to potential Hillary Clinton co-conspirators. Think about that. Giving immunity to people who potentially worked with Hillary Clinton to break the law.
They don't want you to know the truth. What I am about to show you, they don't want us to know. But you can do this in 30 seconds. You can be the detective and the judge. Follow along as I take you right to the relevant information from the original sources. Grab your computer or your cell phone, whatever gets you online, open up a new internet browser and go to Google. Okay, once you're on Google, you're going to go ahead and type into the search bar Clinton Lynch Documents PDF. And hit enter. Let's go ahead and click on the second one. That's media.aclj.org. That's Jay Sekulo's watchdog organization. And we'll go into that and go ahead and control find for parentheses, open parentheses, FBI, close parentheses. And that should take you straight to the FBI email from Richard Quinn to Melanie Newman. And it says, copy. Thanks, Melanie. That's from Richard Quinn to Melanie Newman. Let's go ahead and see what he's thankful for. So Melanie sends Richard Quinn and Michael Corton an email. I want to flag a story that's gaining some traction tonight. Daily Caller, The Hill, and Fox News have picked up a local Phoenix news report about a casual, unscheduled meeting between the former President Bill Clinton and the AG. It happened Monday night. Our talkers on this, that's talking points, are below, along with the transcript from the AG's Phoenix presser, where she was asked about this. Happy to discuss further by phone. Please let me know if you get any questions about this. Thanks. Scroll down and there they are. There are the talking points that the DOJ redacted, completely blacked out. That's such a shame. So they're telling the FBI what to say in the case of any questions. Talk about tragedy on the tarmac for the FBI. Christopher Sine was there. A reporter from ABC Phoenix witnessed the FBI telling people, no photos, no pictures, no cell phones. The FBI already has denied having any contact with the DOJ, and now we know the FBI and the DOJ stayed in close contact to keep their talking points straight. There's a guilty sign. The FBI's integrity in the public eye is on the line.
The FBI denied that they had any documents, and then when we went to court against the Department of Justice, the Department of Justice produced documents which resulted in disclosures about emails that included emails to the FBI.
Jay Sekulo is suing them for the unredacted talking points. All they would have to do is turn over all the related talking point communications, not just the DOJ's talking points, but also before they met. Let America see how the meeting was set up and let the chips fall where they may, according to the law. And yes, there will be indictments, but that is part of earning America's trust, setting a precedent for how obstruction of justice is handled in the FBI. So far, I think they've acted shamefully and earned themselves disdain and suspicion in America's eyes. Specifically, the heart of America that elected Donald Trump thinks the FBI and the DOJ are not doing their jobs. It's unbelievable that Hillary Clinton is not in jail yet.
Is she guilty or not guilty?
Until you see the efforts that the FBI and DOJ have gone to protect Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton's meeting. Some people are just above the FBI and above the law. And it's just so dumb. Even if you were going to have an extremely illegal conversation about putting Hillary's email investigation to bed, why not a phone call? Why did you have to do it in public on Clinton's jet on a tarmac with people all around? It's just brainless. Some people are so dumb, but this is very revealing about the FBI. The FBI is going to fall in line behind the DOJ no matter how illegally, no matter how stupidly they act. When legally required to turn over communications, the FBI produced no documents, plainly lying that none were found.
The FBI came back with a letter last July saying we have no documents relevant to your inquiry. The Department of Justice didn't even respond.
This new FBI director, Chris Wray, needs to turn their servers inside out looking for communications and turn them over without redacting anything, any talking points.
But there was a 3-page email produced, which they redacted completely. I mean, it's 3 blank pages.
Jay Sekulow knows the FBI's MO is to drip, drip, drip information as slowly as possible.
They'll find the documents. Are they going to produce them? Because finding them is one thing, and as you know, getting them produced is another. So we're prepared, if necessary, to go back to federal court.
Here's what we need the FBI to drip a little quicker. 1. Lynch's emails setting up the meeting to Bill Clinton and her security detail. 2. We need the head of security details emails. 3. We need James Comey's emails referring to the Tarmac meeting, some of which are going to be from and to Jim Rebicki, who is his chief of staff, who had phone calls to the DOJ asking for talking points. 4, we need Jim Rebicki's email chains referring to the Tarmac meeting talking points. And 5, we need Lynch's talking points unredacted, including the ones sent to the FBI agents Richard Quinn and Michael Corton.
Hey, you're telling us there's no documents? We have documents. In a rather unprecedented move, the FBI has reopened that FOIA investigation to produce relevant documents to the inquiry that we now know exist. That doesn't happen.
If you have any experience writing FOIA requests, please contact me. I think the Freedom of Information Act is one of our best ways of keeping our government transparent. So I'd like to get good at writing those. My next video will probably detail my experiences writing my first FOIA request for the listed information above, and I could really use some advice. To summarize, we have plenty of evidence showing that these 4 men received talking points directly from the DOJ. Melanie Newman, Lynch's assistant, that's where the 400 pages of documents came from, her emails. Carolyn Porcini and Loretta Lynch herself. Remember, she told Comey he was supposed to call the investigation a matter. We are barely scratching the surface here, but this implicates the FBI, so this is very important information. Please share it out as far and wide as you can. The DOJ is never going to investigate itself. They're going to leave the investigation up to the Senate Judiciary Committee. And do you think the Senate Judiciary Committee might have some connections to the DOJ? Oh yes, and this is bad. Talking Points Paige Herwig now works for Democrat ranking member Senate Judiciary Committee Dianne Feinstein. So Dianne Feinstein is supposed to investigate her own employee? I don't think so. And before Paige even wrote those talking points for Lynch, she was working for Senator Amy Klobuchar as senior counsel and Dick Durbin for 6 months. Both of those senators are not only on the Judiciary Committee, but they're on the Subcommittee for Crime and Terrorism, whose jurisdiction handles the DOJ and the FBI. To get your own eyes on the evidence, go back to that webpage, the Clinton Lynch documents, and search for Paige, P-A-I-G-E. And not the first one, but the second one, and there it is, suggested edits from me, Paige, and OLA. That's our Talking Points page, who's now in charge of the investigation. I see a clear conflict of interest here. I think Senator Feinstein, Klobuchar, and Durbin all need to recuse themselves in this case. I think a grand jury needs to be opened immediately. I've lost faith in the FBI and the DOJ to drip us information as slowly as legally possible. Share this information if you agree that they will not tell us the truth. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.